What's up, guys? Trilogy here. Today we're going to be doing a quick review of Scream 5, really. It's just Scream 2022, but it's going to be the fifth installment in the Scream series. As far as this goes, I usually like to do ending explains for these videos, but the ending for this video is pretty cut and clear, so there's like not too much to explain. As far as that goes, I think this movie's really good. If you haven't seen any of the other Scream movies, I don't think it's super necessary. Probably the only thing that's really necessary is the first one. I think you definitely need to see the first one to kind of have an understanding of the characters. So like when certain people die, and OG characters do die in here. So as far as that goes, what do I have to say? As far as that goes, this movie is really good. You do need to watch the first movie because otherwise, when people die, it's not going to have as much of a weight to you because you're not familiar with the characters and they are established and fleshed out in the first movie. And the other movies will definitely help, but they're not a requirement, if that makes sense. So as far as that goes, this movie takes place 25 years ago, 25 years later after the first Scream movie. And it's titled as it's not titled, but it's billed as a requel. So it's a reboot sequel type thing. And this movie is extremely meta. It's so meta. I mean, there's a movie series in the movie called the Stab series, which is based off of the Scream movies. So it's like a cycle. As far as that goes, there are going to be spoilers in this video. I haven't gotten to many yet, but as far as that goes, this is going to be a spoiler review as far as that goes. So we do have two killers, and the first one was definitely predictable. Me and my friend Jesse predicted it. We knew it was going to be that bossy girl Amber. I was like, I just don't like her, man. Why is she so bossy? She's the killer. She's the killer. If I have the names, no, Amber is the black girl. Jose thought it was going to be Amber. I thought it was going to be, I don't even know her name, the Asian looking girl. She might have been white, but I knew it was going to be her. I called it. Now, I didn't know if they were going to do two killers like they do sometimes, so I wasn't too sure about that, but the other killer was her boyfriend, who basically infiltrated her life, slept with her, seduced her, and they started dating just so he could basically set up this whole killing spree. So isn't that crazy? That's psychotic. And then there's just like this meta narrative about super fans and how they care about art too much, and they'll go to such extremes over stuff that they like and the content and stuff like that. Honestly, as far as rating this killer surprises, like I said, the friend, that was predictable. The boyfriend kind of wasn't predictable. They basically accuse him 10 minutes into the movie, and then they spend the rest of the movie kind of disproving that he would be the killer, you know what I'm saying? So they just keep disproving it, and then all of a sudden, oh, shock, he's the killer. And I really didn't like that because he was obviously my favorite character in the show, in the movie. He just seemed like a normal boyfriend who was just trying not to die, like he was making reasonable decisions like a smart person in a horror movie. But I mean, I liked it. I mean, the twist, I guess because he was the most likable character, hurt the most. I mean, the twist in the first movie when Billy, who was the boyfriend, turned out to be the killer, it wasn't as surprising, but that's just because we didn't know that there would be two killers. It was the very first movie, and whenever he went to jail and she got the phone call, Sidney Prescott got the phone call from the killer, so we're like, okay, so it must be someone else. But that's pretty much it as far as that goes. This movie is really good. Like, if I had to give it a rating, I'd probably take away points for making the boyfriend the killer, and then I'd probably take away points for the other killer being predictable. But besides that, overall, this is a really good movie. And I'm going to give it like a 9 out of 10, honestly. This movie is probably my favorite Scream movie so far, and I know that's blasphemy for some of the classic fans, but I did like the meta-narrative on on basically the Scream movies and then movie making overall as far as trilogies, I mean reboots and sequels and all kinds of stuff like that, Hollywood being out of ideas. I just thought it was a little ironic because that's what they're doing with this movie, but I thought they played it off really good. It wasn't too heavy-handed. It was definitely a good watch. There's gore, of course. I think this movie's rated R, so I mean, as far as that goes, they did have some interesting plot twists in the sense that it wasn't like a movie-wide plot twist, but certain scenes would have plot twists in those scenes that I thought were surprising and kept me on my toes, and it wasn't too scary. My boy Jose is scary, boy. He is the scariest guy I know. We went to go see Hereditary when it first came out, and he left. during the movie. He left me there by myself. He was like, bro, this is kind of too scary for me. I'm about to head out. And I was like, what? You're heading out? It's just me and you here, man. So he literally left me at the movie theater because Hereditary was too scary. And I have never seen a scary movie with him since. He'll hit me up, say, hey, you want to go see blah, blah, blah? No, bro. We're not going to see that. But he did hit me up with Scream, and it's been like, I don't know, Hereditary came probably out, it feels like 3 years, so it's probably like 5 years because that's how time works. So it's been a while. I decided to go, and he wasn't too trippy about it. But then again, Scream, I feel like, isn't really a scary movie. It's more of a horror movie. It's a slasher. They have the jump scares and stuff like that, but it's more of a thriller horror type thing. And there's a difference between horror and scary. But as far as that goes, it was a good watch, and I enjoyed it with my friends. And yeah, if you haven't seen Scream, you can definitely check it out. Rest assured that you don't need to see all of the movies. If you've seen the first one, you're probably going to be all right. Thank you for watching this video. I am Trilogy with Trilogy Effect. We do movie reviews, manga, gaming, D&D, tech, all kinds of stuff. We have curated playlists on my channel. I also do long form content like 30-minute episodes, 30 minutes to an hour. It really just depends on news for the week. I do a news podcast called Trilogy Talk every week. Those episodes come out on Friday. If you're really interested in seeing more stuff like that and you want to support the channel, please like, comment down, subscribe. Let me know who was your favorite character in this movie, or what's your favorite Scream movie overall. Am I wrong saying that Scream 5 is the best Scream? I mean, obviously the first one gets points for that, but I mean, it's because of originality. But overall, if we take the first one out of it, I think this is really the best one. And even if I keep the first one in there, I am younger, so I really didn't see it when it first came out, obviously. So it didn't have the same effect on being as revolutionary as a lot of people give it credit for, because I wasn't around at that time. And by the time I watched it, slashers were much more abundant, and the things that they did in the first Scream had been copied and duplicated throughout the industry as far as that goes. So that's that as far as that goes. But yeah, if you also want to support the channel, I don't do ads or sponsorships. I also have a Patreon link down below if you want to support. I would really appreciate that. But yeah, I'm Trilogy with Trilogy Effect. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.